Hi, I'm Dr. Dick, and this is my kitchen. We're doing a barbecue, and to get things ready, I'll be showing you how to use the burger and slider press. And we're also going to be eating corn. So to serve our corn, we'll be using the corn butterer. But also for those of you who like to remove the corn, I'll be showing you how to use the kernel cutter. So I hope that you enjoy this barbecue feast. I'll be preparing some hamburgers, and to prepare my patties, I'll be using the burger and slider press. This burger and slider press is great to have consistent size burgers, and if you enjoy more the smaller burgers, the sliders, this can also be adapted for sliders. So I'll show you just a few of the patties that I'll be able to make with the press. And with this, you can actually I'm using beef today, but you can use chicken, you can use salmon, you can use any kind of meats that you like to in this press to make your patty for your burgers. Just to show you how easy it is and what the utility of certain things are for this press, I'm just going to be using about 8 ounces of patty or beef per patty. For the smaller one, it's about 3 ounces, but you can make them as big or as small as you want. So just by putting the meat inside the press itself, and the larger end of the press, I'm just going to be pushing down into the patty itself and kind of just rotating a bit so that everything is pressed into the sides. And there you have it, your patty is ready. You may not see it here, but there's a bit of a dimple that is actually in the press itself. The dimple itself makes sure that your patty doesn't shrink too much when you're cooking it. And it does so for the slider also. So it's really nice to have a nice consistent size burger or patty when you start and when you finish. And just to take it out of your press itself, it does come with a silicone bottom. So you just either have to turn it around, push a bit on the bottom itself, and your patty comes out. And it's a nice sized patty. Just to show you again how easy it is. About 8 ounces of meat, whatever meat you decide to use. And you can use a bit more, a bit less, all depending on what kind of size of burger you like to use. Give it a bit of a push with a bit of a twist. And your patty's ready with its dimple inside. Just turn it around and just give it a bit of a push on the silicone base and your patty comes out. I like adding a bit of salt and pepper just to the top here as you're getting your patties ready. You can also use any kind of spices you might. I'm going to be using the southwestern spice here just for the top, just to add a bit of twist to your burger itself. And I wanted to show you just how easy it is to make a mini slider. So just by using the adapter, you just have to click it into the base. Use a bit less of the meat. It says about 3 ounces. And with the other end of the press, you just push down. Same thing, a bit of rotation, and you finish with your mini patty. They're cute. And just by pushing the silicone base, you finish with your little patty. So you're ready for your sliders. So once those are done, what I'll be doing is barbecuing them, showing you how to serve them afterwards, and we'll also show you how to use the corn products. So we'll see you soon. Our burgers are on the barbecue and they're almost done. And I finished boiling my corn. I wanted to give you guys a little tip that we do with our corn. To boil it, we actually add water and a bit of cream in there, as well as butter, salt and pepper, any other spices you want inside the water. So when your corn comes, it's actually nice and creamy and it's already flavorful by the time you get it. So now our corn's been boiled, and I wanted to show you a few tools that are very useful for corn. One of them is the corn butterer, and it's really a nice little tool to have instead of rolling corn onto your butter and making a mess, or at least wasting some butter in the process. You add a bit of butter inside your corn butterer, and it comes with a little top that you can add a bit of pressure with it. The bottom end is just to cover it if you want to store it, because you can store it in between uses. So I did add my butter in there already. Easy to use, obviously. All you need to do is just use a bit of a groove inside the base. You just put it against your corn and just go up and down, and it butters your corn nicely all around. You don't make a mess, and you finished with a perfectly buttered corn on the cob. This is if you like eating your corn on the cob itself, but if you're one of these people who like to remove the corn from the cob itself, you can use the kernel cutter. It has a nice little protective top on it that you can remove, and all you need to do afterwards is just by holding your corn, you just start on the top, and just by pushing down, it brings all the corn off of the husk itself in nice little pieces, nice and consistent. and it really doesn't make that much of a mess, and I love using it. Nice and sharp, really goes through the corn with no problem at all. You finish with your nice plate of corn. Add a bit of salt and pepper, and if you want, you add a little bit of butter also, and then you serve. Perfectly cut, perfectly cooked. I loved mine the corn already off the husk itself, so this is how I serve my corn. Our burgers and corn are done, and now all I'm going to do is serve it with just a little salad on the side. The burgers came out perfectly, great sized burgers, everything is great. So now we're ready to eat. Don't forget, that's your kernel cutter and corn butterer. Only for $20 you can get these. Really easy to use, and it makes everything so much easier. So I hope you enjoy your barbecue burgers. Have a great day. Bye.